Hey, hey! Time for a Warhammer Fantasy Battle. This is a Notrep. That means we're just going to kind of throw whatever out there and really not tell you much of what's going on. But at least you get to be a part. So this is top of the second round. This is Lizardmen versus Orks and Goblins. I'm here with my good friend Mike. And he's going to tell you a little bit about it.
Okay. This is awesome. My favorite thing about Warhammer is when both armies are painted wonderfully, and it just looks really cool, and it makes me want to watch Lord of the Rings and all those movies that I grew up with. And
dun dun dun
yeah,
dun dun.
it's
the cinematic.
exactly
Go
that.
ahead and do a swooping cinematic. I'll do dun 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 doom 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 dun 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 dun.
Yeah, that's cool.
There you go.
Well, there's a lot going on here.
Oh yeah, it's great.
There's
Well, I got
fanatics
this
all
little
over the
flank
place.
thing going on here, which could crumble. I mean, these guys could charge to the front and those guys to the flank. Who knows? It could happen. This guy causes terror, so I've just plopped him right in the middle, hoping I can cause some havoc here. Of course, the fanatics are blocking up the middle of the table here. I mean, fanatics are cool and all, but boy, let me tell you, they change a game against orcs and goblins. Like, you have to spend multiple turns kind of dealing with the fanatics. But they can backfire on the orc and goblin player, too. Like, they can just as... Like, right now, if you'll notice, they're right in the middle. Just as likely to plow that way as into me. But in this area here, they're much more likely to hit much more valuable property because of the facing. Whereas he only has goblins exposed, which, you know, who cares if a few weedy little goblins get killed. So I drew my skink skirmishers back. They're going to try and kill that guy that's closest. These four are going to try and kill this guy. They are easy to kill off. So, and then I just have to cross my fingers. I dropped rocks on these guys. Pterodons are great because they can fly right through forests. We've removed these neat forest tree things from the flats. But they're there. Pterodons, they're a crapshoot. So anyway, magic phase. Level 2, level 2, level 4, 2 common, extra from the Engine of the Gods. Engine of the Gods is going to do portent warning. The Gungan bubble, as I call it, that it creates a little protective sphere around the Engine of the Gods. It's really neat. You can probably do it like a panoramic, I guess. Okay. All right, well, the Carnosaur caused terror and made the War Machine crew flee, and the Wolf Riders flee, and then these guys, the Auror boys, charged the Croxagore and Skinks unit, but they got beaten and run down, so there's that. This fanatic ran exactly in front of this guy, so he really can't charge anything. But I can charge past this guy, right? And it does 1d6?
It's 1d6.
Okay, because I may just do that just to kill this guy. Of course, his wise course of action would be to flee, which would leave me right about here, and subject to countercharge from the giant. So, even though I fear not the giant, I'd rather do it on my own terms and not after having possibly getting the pounding from the fanatic. So what I'll probably do is just move around this direction and then just try and position myself a little better. Maybe outside of charge range of the giant, because his move is 6, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and mine is 7, so there's this magic point where I'm 12 to 14 inches away, so I could charge him, but he can't charge me, and my prediction is that's right about here. So most likely I'll just move over here and kind of shore up this flank. This guy's dead. What else is going on? These goblins moved up, discharged the fanatics, who barely missed plowing right into this unit, but that really does kind of block the entire thing. So I'll probably just back up again. Right now I don't know if I'm going to charge in with the Stegodons just for kicks, because we have some pretty brutal counter charges here with chariot-like objects. Plus I have this coming up on the flank. Mike has had about an 80% success rate casting his spells, even ones where there's only like a 1 in 3 chance of it happening. But no complaints, because I know Lady Averages will be around with her ugly stick to beat Mike down. And there you go. Lady Averages, friend of the downtrodden,
Yeah.
foe of the good luck streak.
Well, There's carnage aplenty this turn. Can't seem to find Sean. He went to the bathroom and hasn't been back for about 12 minutes. He is scared. He knows he's going to lose.
Hey, I'm still in the room, you know.
He knows he's going to lose. These guys, the Orc Cavalry, the Orc Cavalry charged through some skinks that evaporated, and the battle's going to continue over here this turn. In this combat, there used to be a pump wagon and there used to be a chariot. The chariot was destroyed. The pump wagon decided to run away, went through the Black Orcs into the forest, destroyed itself. A couple of Black Orcs died. And over here, this was the interesting combat. The Giant has special attacks, and so you roll on a chart, and it has different attacks depending on whether it's attacking like small things like skinks or larger things like Croxagores and the whatever this is called, the Carnosaur. So fighting the Carnosaur, it rolled a 1. That's yell and ball. So the Giant automatically wins the attack or the combat by 2 points.
Totally unfair, I might add.
Yeah, he knows he's going to lose. So basically, that's what happened.
I don't like losing. What? I don't know who's making all that noise. I wish they would quit it.
Another very successful magic phase for the Orcs and Goblins. The big Orc Shaman keeps doing a whole bunch of stuff, and the little Goblin Shaman keeps helping him a lot. And not very much from the Lizardmen side. They've really been slow to show their magical prowess, especially this guy. Hopefully that won't kill them off too fast in the rest of the game, but really, I think Sean knows he's going to lose.
Hey, so we finished our game. No, don't look down, because it's ugly. All right, and here's the shake. We'll do lefties. Thank you, sir. Thank you for the good game. And a good time is
awesome.
Saturday night. No interruptions. Wife texts me, when are you going to be home? 12 p.m. You know, that's universal sign language for texting. Yeah, we invented a new one. We now have universal sign language for dead rodent. This is one of those games where there's one unit in the middle and then enemy units on all sides, basically just mopping up. So, yeah, you got Grimgor and his boys. I just steered clear of those guys, because Grimgor is bad. Anyone whose special weapon is named Face Beater, it simply can't be good news. And these guys, though, had quite a journey that they just went round. And in one turn, I think they made it 20 inches by running over things. They killed the Lord on Carnosaur. That was hideous. The Giant just smashed the Carnosaur's head right into the ground with Thump with Club. Yeah. 2d6 wounds, unless you make an initiative test. Carnosaur's initiative is 2. So he got his head hideously crushed. Too bad, because I really wanted to make the debut with the Carnosaur, and he ended up just not. He ended up not being able to do anything. And that's low initiative. But if he contacts, he's great. I think he has 5 attacks at strength 7, each one multiplied to D3 wounds, which is like, in a challenge with a champion.
That's so bad.
You're going to do like 6 wounds. That would be conservative. So anyway, never leave home without Engine of the Gods. Burning Alignment is awesome.
Well, I was surprised at how effective that was. Especially
I burned up the Fanatics.
Oh, yeah. And
with it.
I don't have... Well, they're Orcs. I don't get an armor save on just about everything I have. So that really hurts.
Yeah. Yeah, burning... Yeah, this guy's a winner every game. Although he did miscast at the end, and he fried all of his attendants and wounded the Stegodon, too. And himself.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think the result was 3 on the miscast table.